This past Sunday, we continued our study through the book of First Peter as we worked on the second half of chapter 1 and the first little bit of chapter 2. And we focused on Peter's exhortation of living a holy lifestyle. Now, as we know, they were going through times of persecution, and so they were living in a hostile world, and it was so important for them to have a holy lifestyle that stood out from the ones around them, that showed they were truly practicing what they were preaching. And that is something that is still very, very important for us today. It's something that simply can't be overstated. We live not in as hostile of a world where we're dealing with daily physical persecution, but we do live in a world that's very skeptical, especially of Christianity and of Christian leaders. And to be honest, we've truly caused that ourselves. So many people out in the world have witnessed the actions of Christians around them. They've seen Christians and Christian leaders gossip and lie and turn their backs on people. They've seen them in all sorts of physical and sexual and financial abuse. They've seen mismanagement. They've seen lies. They've seen all of these things. And because of that, they have to look at it and say, well, is this person being honest? Are they really practicing what they're preaching, or are they just another hypocrite? And so when we are in those situations, we have to understand that we are not going to get the respect maybe that we think we should get just on word alone, just on being a Christian or going to church or having that title. It's going to be something that has to be earned. When we see people, especially those that don't have a church background, all they're thinking of, all they have to go off of is what they've seen in media, what they've seen on social media, what they've seen on TV. And to be quite honest, usually the only things we see on TV when it comes to churches and Christians and media is when there's been mistakes, when there's been money stolen, when there's been sexual abuse, when there's been those type of things happening. And so that's the rap that we get over and over again. Or we get TV shows that show Christianity in a mocking way. And so that's all they have to go off of in many cases. And so for us, we have to show them that that's not the lifestyle we're living. That's not the type of people we are. We're not doing those things. And so it's the respect that has to be earned. And it's earned by living a holy lifestyle, by going out each day and backing up all the claims that we have from Scripture by the way we actually live. It's so important for us not only to have those words, but to have people that can point and say, hey, that person actually does what they're supposed to. To have people to look at us and say, I can trust that person. I know that if I tell them something, they're not going to go tell everybody else. I know they're not going to go behind my back and gossip about me. I know that they're not going to take advantage of me. I know that they're not going to judge me and look down on me. If I share something with them, if I'm honest, they're going to actually be there to help me and love for me and care for me. And that speaks volumes about the God that we serve and the fact that it truly has changed our lives, and thus we're living in a different way. We can gain all the knowledge imaginable, but if we don't put it to action and put it to work, then it's just knowledge. It would be much better to have someone with a thimbleful of Bible knowledge, but they actually live it out in their daily life, and they show that in the love and compassion and care they have for others and in the holy lifestyle they're living. I'd rather have that than someone that has a well full of knowledge, but lives as a hypocrite. And so, yes, biblical knowledge is important. We should gain as much of it as we possibly can. But the next step, and a far more important step, is, are we living it every day? Do people see it in our lives and in our actions? Because day by day, we're having to earn that respect of people to listen to us and trust us and care about us. We're having to earn that respect more and more by the day. And so as you go out each day, think about that. How you act, how you react, how you treat people, the things that you say and do, the places you go, all of those things are building up a character that people see. Is it good character, or is it detrimental character that pulls people away from the gospel? If we're building up and we're known with a good reputation and a good character, then we can use that to draw people to Jesus and draw them to the gospel. Well, hope you have a wonderful week. We'll continue working through chapter 2 this Sunday, the book of 1 Peter, as he goes back to another one of those teaching sections where we learn about our relationship with Christ and the way in which we can live that out in our daily lives. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great week. God bless.